Alright, we are back. Now we about to react to Tommy G inside Atlanta's crazy jail, which is one of the jails that I was incarcerated in. Clayton County Jail on the south side of Atlanta. You did what I'm saying? Yeah, man. This jail right here crazy though. This one crazy. This one crazy. This one gonna be crazy. Yeah. Let's get it.
Is there anything about jail you actually enjoy or like?
No, there's nothing about here I like or enjoy.
Well, we should on nobody.
Oh, nobody, nah, for real.
These motherfuckers right here, they're like 3 machetes. Sells there.
Gang, stabbing is a normality in here. Like,
My name is Doodoo Brown. I throw shit. And they call you shit them down. Push you quick.
This place is fucking crazy, huh? This is Clayton County Jail, and it's one of the wildest jails in Georgia. Stabbings happen here almost daily. The guards are staffed at less than half capacity. Rival gang members are crammed together, and anyone not in a gang is at a serious risk of being extorted.
Everybody I know have been
terrible. The inmates
once.
are not allowed to exercise, and you are never allowed outside for fresh air during your entire stay here, which could be years. And these are just a few of the problems you're going to hear about in this episode. And today, thanks to the newly instated Sheriff Levon Allen, a man who believes in transparency and is determined to fix this jail, we were granted full access to interview the inmates. From the men's jail visiting the stabbers unit, the murderers pod, and the good behavior dorm, join us as we get unprecedented access inside one of the scariest places we've ever been, and we explore the questions of fairness, incarceration, and the deeper systematic issues that are playing out in jails all across the country. Let's get to it.
Clay,
We're just about to check ourselves in the Clayton County Jail, stop at the gas station. We'll just get out of
Clayton County, I just got out 2 days
right
ago.
down Tower.
What are the conditions in there right now?
In no Avenue right
I'm talking
there.
about 16 rooms, supposed to have 2 people. So what, that's 32. Instead, you got about 45 to 55. It's 3 people to a cell.
Okay,
Nah,
what about
for real.
weapons
That's
and
facts though,
It's a lot of weapons in there.
That's facts,
Jesus
boy.
Christ.
The cells don't work. The doors don't work. They don't close. They don't lock.
So what should I do?
Don't go. That's all I can say.
Hey,
But I
talking
just
about-
don't want to get stabbed. That's my
That's a 50-50 chance. I can't guarantee you're gonna leave out of there with the same body.
What do people do all day?
Talk shit, try to fight, antagonize people through the windows, gang bang, smoke weed. Good luck.
All right.
Here, look, hey, talking
I
about.
wasn't that scared. Now I'm a little f***ing scared, I could say. What's going on in here? Good to meet you, Tommy.
Likewise, man. Captain Hewitt, man.
Good to meet you, Captain. This is the team.
All right. Right.
Okay, can you tell me what we're looking at here?
So those are the jail cells, actually.
I was about to say the
Those where
cells.
all the inmates are housed.
Is there any sunlight that gets in?
Nope.
Those windows, yes.
Don't let them lie to you. It's cap. It's like fogged up sun.
How you doing?
That's Chief Green. Chief Green.
Nice to meet you. All right.
So,
Not much. See some of your stuff too.
Thank you.
yeah. So the sheriff. So you have the sheriff, which is the number 1. He's number 2.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to remember.
They got little
Would
minds,
you
bro.
recommend staying overnight?
That's
in
why the
murder
jail's so
unit?
messed up, bro.
Would
Listen
I
to
be
them.
safe?
Like, look at him. Look at him, bro. Like, you about to start tap dancing or some shit, bro. Like, we about to listen to this man.
I heard the locked doors don't work.
Well, some doors work, some doors don't.
Some
From the
doors
inmates
work.
that have destroyed the doors or messed up the doors, but most of the doors, 90% of the doors in here work.
Are you guys able to put me with a cellmate?
Nigga said
who
nine.
has
That's
a good
cap.
reputation?
No damn
For next
90%
week's
of the
video,
doors
I'll be
work.
living as an inmate in this jail. So if you see me asking the guards
For a
about staying
fact, I
here
know
with
that's
shots
cap.
of me in an orange jumpsuit, that's why.
You mean in the jail, in the murder unit? I mean, I wouldn't recommend that. Like putting you, because it's no telling what that inmate would do. We've seen a lot. I've seen a lot over the years, so I can't verifiably
stuff?
say what's going to happen. I mean, we've seen fights, stabbings. It's a jail. It's a jail.
Strong chance you might not come back down the same.
Here? How common are knives in here?
Yeah, you pretty much like on the street with a gun. Just
So
know
like
that
80%
everybody's
of the
got
guys
one.
have.
Just know that everybody's got one.
You want to take us in there? Should we start this journey?
We'll head down and start it off.
But I remember my first day in gym pop. It was like 2019 though. It was Victor Hills in office. For sure. But Shank was so crazy back then. Until my first day. Nigga, my first hour. They talking about a shakedown. Like, nigga, shakedown. Bitch, I just got up in them. They flipped everybody's stuff over the balcony. I'm over the tier. That's, boy. Woo. I don't miss it, boy.
Yeah, so you saw the doors from the outside that are our booking chutes for our violent inmates. So they'll come in and they'll be brought in straight through that door with this door secure.
What is your first impression of the smell?
Get locked up at Clayco. You're going to be in them holding cells for hours. Hours.
Smells like a dog kennel.
This is very light. Yeah, this smell isn't bad in here.
It gets worse?
Yeah, a lot worse. So when we go through the intake process, they start in cell 1 and then they move their way around until they're completely booked in.
Non-compliant husband, father.
Okay. They got a non-compliant inmate if y'all want to go with them.
The last time I was in there, boy, somebody had a damn
non-compliant. They said that they have
in the
weapons.
holding cell.
They have metal objects. So we just gonna go down there and see what's going on.
Does this happen on a daily basis, weekly basis?
Yes. My name is Shakur Strickland, a sergeant for the Clayton County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been here for 3 years. I've been a sergeant for 2 years.
How do you describe your job?
I feel like I have one of the hardest positions, but I can handle it, you know.
And what made you decide to do this job?
My whole family is in law enforcement, so I feel like that's something I always wanted to do. People always seen me growing up and said I was gonna be always in jail or something like that, so I chose to change my life.
We are about to enter the Stabbers unit, where every inmate housed here has stabbed someone during their stay at Clayton County Jail. This is arguably the most dangerous dorm in the entire facility.
Young niggas throw them, no boy.
What's the issue?
Yeah.
Why are we having
I wanted to give a male officer tonight, but I didn't want to give it to a female officer. I gave it up immediately. The only reason I did it,
Young nigga fried, bro.
an aggressive manner with spray. It felt like this man had a gun. I'm a real officer. This man said, I don't know his name, bro. I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble. It's crazy.
So when we shut down y'all cells, there ain't nothing in there.
Nothing inside, nothing in there. We go to right now.
You may be wondering why the walls are black in this cell. That's because many of the inmates here make fires in their cells so they can cook, smoke, or melt things down to make into shanks. And over time, the smoke stains the walls pitch black.
We can settle all this and get Jalen Freeman out of jail. I've been here 4.5 years and I beat my original case. I'm only here for stabbing.
Don't you have another case coming up next week?
I got trial.
Next week.
Hopefully they let me
Hopefully they let you go.
Like Clayton County, many jails around the country have started to feel more like prisons because, as you've heard, some inmates spend years here before ever being sentenced. And that's not how it's supposed to be.
You know what? I'm gonna wait.
Jails are meant for short-term stays, usually for a few days to a few months while someone awaits trial or sentencing. And for context, the Speedy Trial Act of 1974 sets a federal guideline of about 70 days from indictment to trial. But with local courts backed up and public defenders overwhelmed, many inmates end up sitting for years before their day in court, raising serious questions about violations of the Sixth Amendment, the right to a speedy trial.
Fuck that. The crazy part is, nigga, Clayton County Prison right down the street. It's literally maybe 2-3 miles down the street, bro. The actual prison. You dig what I'm saying? So like this shit, the county being overcrowded, bro. Man, bullshit, bro. It's all about that money and who owns the prison, who owns the county. You dig? They trying to get all that money. The county trying to get all that money.
And how long have you been sheriff of Clayton County for?
Since December.
So somebody owned the prison in Clayton County.
When somebody's there for 5 years, somebody could say that's violating their right to a speedy trial. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. Now, there are some different things that take place in each case on why something has taken so long.
On that bullshit.
Maybe someone has not been deemed competent during that particular time. Or maybe there have been continuances on both sides, you know, by the defense and by the prosecution. And there's various reasons on why those things have taken place. But again, my goal is not to keep anyone here a second longer than what they're supposed to be.
He barely played it with his eyes blind ass.
County jails fall under the jurisdiction of the local sheriff, and Clayton County Jail is ran by Sheriff Levon Allen. For 16 years prior, the jail was ran by Sheriff Victor Hill, a polarizing figure who faced multiple corruption allegations and was ultimately sentenced to 18 months in prison for violating the civil rights of inmates inside this very jail.
The former sheriff was convicted in 2022 of violating inmates' civil rights. He tortured people by ordering them held in restraint chairs. Hill was sentenced to 18 months in prison.
Now, Sheriff Allen inherits a facility plagued by overcrowding, understaffing, and years of controversy. And it's on him to try and turn things around.
Man, first start by letting them folks go outside, bro.
My name is Danny Nagel. I am a former prosecutor here in Clayton County, former judge, and current criminal defense attorney and PI attorney in Atlanta, Georgia. The issue is that they have too many cases, and there's no way to keep up with as many cases as there are.
Everyone here, from the inmates to the guards, is well aware of the understaffing problem, but fixing it isn't as simple as it sounds. The county board considers the jail fully staffed at 123 guards, which Sheriff Allen has. The reality, though, is that the jail needs at least 100 more officers to run safely, and the county board even paid a consulting firm nearly $375,000 to confirm that, and still, they have refused to fund extra positions, leaving Sheriff Allen's hands tied as the violence and chaos continues.
Clayton County commissioners approved a budget that would let go of nearly 40 correctional officers. It's a move county leaders said would save the county $10 million.
So the bottom line appears to be this. Sheriff Allen genuinely wants to make this place better, but without the budget to hire guards that make the jail safer, or the option to build additional capacity to better segregate the prisoners and address the overcrowding, how could anyone make real progress? And to me, it seems like a question of human rights versus fiscal responsibility. And the problem is, due to his position, Sheriff Allen will likely take the blame for issues he doesn't have the resources to fix. Let me know in the comments what you make of this situation.
It's a 50-50 thing.
We in 5-5. We in the hole right now.
And what's it known for?
Straight stabbing. Straight stabbing.
This is the stabbing unit?
This is a stabbing or a violent unit. The only reason the police put us here because they're saying we're problematic with other inmates and we tend to cause harm to other inmates, allegedly.
Okay.
He definitely stabbed
mixing with protective custody.
Yes. What?
Yes. That's what you're saying?
Murders with a POP. They'll have a rapist with a theft by receiving, brother. This jail freestyle gang. This Clayton County don't give a about you.
So why are people with traffic
bro, I had a DUI, they killed me up in them bit for like what?
That's a good question.
These charges would come through the jail
like
and come
3
through and flow
weeks
through
to
the
a
courts
month
in
for
a timely
DUI?
manner.
What, they even gave me a bond?
So you would not have such a backlog or an issue. So you could have someone who comes in for a murder, you have someone who comes in for something simple as a shoplifting, and they could be in 2 separate parts of the jail, and as their case flows through the court, it's done, it's proficient, and it's no issue. But when you have a backlog of cases, now you have an overcrowded jail, and you have to be able to properly classify people and also properly separate them from the different classifications. And right now, we have just outgrown the ability and the space of this jail.
My name is Alexis Sanchez-Umbreno.
When the prison right down the street.
I'm currently serving weekends and for a fleeting and eluding charge. And man, I just want to say I'm currently in the dorms where the trustees at, but I've been to general population and this shit is not it. It's dirty, pipes are leaking, it's 3 to a floor. The cells are wet, there's like sewer water everywhere. Last time I've been in there, it was terrible, man. And from what I hear, people are getting extorted every day. And it's not right. People just get locked up for a traffic ticket and they're in there with evil people, like real criminals, and it's just not fair.
Well, so even a minor traffic infraction, like you might get hemmed up by some people in the jail and be like, hey, you know, you're gonna send us money to our cash out or we're gonna beat your ass, or we might stab you or kill you or do something worse to you.
A nigga like that, you be sitting there like, yeah.
Can you give me a tour? Those are the showers over there?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, we give you a tour. Hey.
Yo, nigga fried, boy.
So look, we ain't got no shower door. we ain't got no shower door right here, right?
You guys just have to shower out in the open like this?
Yes. Yeah, we got gotta shower like that. But
And if
I
a female's in the booth, they're gonna say indecent exposure, which is why we ask for light showers and intake. Which is what
So
we ask
you
for
guys
right
have to
now.
like one guy like has to protect the shower while the other guy showers, or what?
Nah, we just go on the other side of the bedroom. Hey, but look, man, what I'm saying, these motherfuckers right here, they're like 3 machetes. See what I'm saying?
How do you make a machete?
See what I'm saying? So you just kick this motherfucker off, we gonna come off. See what I'm saying? I can kick them off. I don't have about 5 knives.
Literally standing right there behind them, bro. Oh, bro, y'all niggas fried, dog.
They only leave marks like I got hit with a rod. Gang, stabbing is a normality in here. Like, it is very common for you to put up on inmates. Show me your stab wounds. They'll come out in their jumpsuit. I'll show you. Like,
Was that a shank?
That's what I'm saying.
This is what they gave us.
What goes through your mind knowing that 9 out of 10 guys has a shank walking around? Like, what goes through your mind?
Man, you just gotta be careful. Don't look at nobody the wrong way and just, keep it pushing, man. You just stick to yourself. And if somebody comes, you just be ready.
Thanks.
this is one of the more dangerous
units?
Yes, this right now, this is the most dangerous house. Okay. Listen, this is on file. Gang, there is nobody in this jail that has been charged with more stabbings than me. I promise you. I have 3 folders. The normal inmate has like a folder this day. I have like 3 folders.
How old are you?
I'm 25. I've been here since I was 20. I was originally booked for a murder and armed robbery. I went to trial of March of 2024. I was acquitted of every charge that ever brought me to this jail. The only charge that I'm still facing right now are stabbings. If I would have never caught a charge in jail, I would have went home last March.
If I would have never caught the charge, I would have been home.
Y'all niggas fried, boy.
This jail is made to trap you to get in here. They put you in a messed up environment, and when you defend yourself, they're gonna charge you. And then once you get charged, it's hard to get out of this.
You want to show me what are we allowed to see their cell?
Oh, we got to see inside out.
Is that okay to bring this to the cell?
We can't even see out our window.
Can't see out our window.
This our
How many people live in here?
3. We sleep on the floor, gang.
We been living in this motherfucker 10 feet away from my toilet for the last 3-4 years, gang.
You've been in here for 3 or 4 years?
Not this room,
but in this jail.
In this
Over
cell,
4
you know what I'm saying?
Well, I sleep out with my head by the toilet every night.
Did someone get their dreads ripped out?
Nah, I cut my dreads off. This jail has an extreme problem with bugs, and I had to get rid of them.
So if I plan on sleeping here tomorrow, I'm at risk of being
That
bed
shit
bugs?
bad,
I almost
boy.
guarantee you're gonna get them.
Almost every dorm in this jail has a bed bug problem, and there's a fierce debate over who's responsible. Some say it's the jail's duty to provide a clean environment, and that failure to do so potentially violates the 8th Amendment, which protects inmates from cruel and unusual punishment. The fact is, the sheriff spends about $20,000 a month on pest control, and his team argues they're fighting an uphill battle against inmates who refuse to clean their cells, giving the bugs a perfect place to hide and multiply. And at this level of infestation, it's nearly impossible to fix without moving every inmate to a different facility, then treating every wall, vent, mattress, and piece of clothing, and then, once the inmates get transferred back, making sure that no one brings the bugs back in. And even if all that is done, it only takes one new inmate arrival carrying a bed bug to start the cycle all over again, which makes this problem a massive headache to deal with. What do you guys do for fun?
Rap, read.
Yeah.
Anything you recommend to people back home?
James Patterson. I like crime novels. Or J.K. Rowling.
You like Harry Potter?
Yeah, I love Harry Potter.
Great.
Avid Harry Potter fan.
What was your childhood like?
I was not raised to be like this. I don't know if you can tell from my vernacular, but I grew up in a very affluent household. I just chose this lifestyle because that was what was cool and getting girls at the time. But now I realize I've been tricked. What I thought was lame on the street is actually cool. And what I thought was cool is actually lame. So now I have to get out with a different mindset.
Like, why is it, especially in the hood, that sometimes the most dangerous guy is the coolest guy?
Because he understands the streets. He understands what comes with the streets. I'm actually from the streets. I know the streets very well, but I also know
why you kick your feet
too.
like that,
I know
little nigga.
if I use what I know in the streets, what could happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think the most dangerous person will be smart enough to say, hey, if I do this, I'm going to go to jail for the rest of my life due to me being a gangster.
But did you have a good family, a good household?
Great family. Like, I grew up in a single mother household. I grew up with a stepdad, but my mom bust her ass, like, did the best she could. My mom was a real estate
I grew up
agent,
in a
school
single
teacher,
mother
like,
household with stepdad.
Any message to your mom?
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm making it right. I love you.
My boy said
might be an inmate tomorrow, so if I see you out there,
might be an inmate tomorrow.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
If you're an inmate tomorrow, send me a kite. I'm gonna see you at night. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
This place is fucking crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So they're on lockdown for a good amount of the day.
Yeah, 23 and 1.
23 and 1?
3 and 1 day.
So they have 1 hour of freedom a day.
Wait,
And their freedom consists of this room.
Or they can go to the yard. Yeah,
As
especially
if-
when they do something like this, showing knives to us and stuff like that, they feel like.
Do they get in trouble?
Yes, well, we're gonna do some disciplinary paperwork on them. They already done for security, so they like.
So what more trouble can they possibly get?
Nothing.
So they just keep adding time to their sentence if they get caught?
Yes.
How much time does someone get when they're caught with a shame?
14 additional days, 14 to 21 days.
What's going on, Sheriff?
14 to
Wild
21
place
days.
here, man.
Yeah. This is where everyone who's charged with murder, they're brought back here to this area.
And this is where I was considering sleeping.
Yeah.
Bad idea, huh?
You want to do it?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to
I
feel
would
it.
do it. I would do it if I had the time to do it.
Why would you set this man up like that?
Somebody
Phil?
started a fire. Holy shit, that doesn't even happen.
Go to the wall.
Window?
Damn, boy.
Go to the right wall. Put your hands behind your back.
You don't go down here, y'all.
See, burn the hole in the light.
Damn.
They don't need lighters. All they need is a positive and a negative wire connection. They can burn paper, stuffing up the vents, destroying the cell. Everything in here was brand new. As you can see, contraband. These are tactical moves. All I do is spark the wire connection, put the paper down, and it starts the fire.
Okay, Sheriff. So one of his complaints is going to be about onions on his tray. We already verified what's on his tray.
He nigga
what he's
talking about
allergic to.
onions on the tray.
He's not allergic to onions, so that's something he's about to complain about.
Did you tell him he was allergic to onions? All right,
Not at the time.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So you gotta make the stuff make sense, man. I'll make sure that the nutritionist speaks to you again. And make sure you tell them everything at one time. All right?
You guys do a 23 and 1 schedule?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I don't have a problem with 23 and 1 because it gives me a lot of time to think about my actions. The shit that I've done wrong.
He either being for real or he just saying that shit goddamn. He get moved out of there.
He threatened to kill me earlier. Now we threatening what kind of shit? We smoking ice in here. We smoking strips in here. We got the cigarettes in here. My name's
Smoking with cigarettes.
They call me shit them down. Push quick.
Those were his feces he just walked over?
So if you look at his door, 5108, you see the glass is missing because he takes and builds fires and puts it up against the glass and melts the glass out of it so that he can then take and throw feces on officers.
He's a regular feces thrower?
Yes, on a very regular basis, daily. Typically daily.
How would you rate this if your worst unit is a 10? What was this unit? 4. Jesus. Okay, so this is the murder unit.
This is the murder unit. So if you look, when we go in the door from the left to right, we start with murderers and then move around to aggravated assaults.
And keep in mind, every inmate here is innocent until proven guilty in court. But here are the facts. Out of the roughly 2,000 inmates housed in this jail, about 200 are charged with murder, and another 600 or so are here on attempted murder charges.
Garrison!
Look at that chest set. What did we get? What'd you get?
Brought on wings is crazy, bro.
Woo! Wait, this is
Bro,
normal
he brought
jail
them
food?
for wings,
This is normal
bro.
jail food. This is a blessing. It's simple like that.
That
but it's
shit,
real
man,
blessing.
he doing that
When
shit
you
for the
in there, you gotta
camera.
be grateful. That's one thing we always talk about. Like, you might be grateful to walk outside and just look at a tree. You feel me? Something simple. Something just, you feel me? But
That's
this
a great,
is
to walk outside and look at trees and just be happy to be alive is a beautiful thing.
be grateful. You feel me? Be happy. Just to see a bird be a blessed feeling. Real for real.
What unit are we in right now?
7-1.
We on 7-1.
What is it known for?
Depending on who you ask, they'll say this is the more dangerous charge.
This is a dangerous unit? Yeah. How old are you guys?
I'm 21.
I'm 23.
What's the
Young
schedule
nigga,
here?
boy.
What time does your day start here?
The day start early.
breakfast trays probably come around like 4, 3 in the morning.
Damn, but I don't miss that food.
Yeah.
That's early.
I do not miss that
How
shit.
good's the
but-
breakfast?
That breakfast is bad.
Bad?
You think grits, one day, net, they good? They good. Yeah. I don't really eat for real. I'd rather find me something else.
Does time go by fast or slow in here?
It really go by fast to me.
Yeah?
I've been locked up like 52 months.
Does that feel like a long
My
time
boy
to you?
said 50.
Nah, it really still feel like I got locked up yesterday.
Is there much to do for fun around here?
It's all about how productive you can be. You feel me? Find a way to keep themselves occupied and keep their mind off of whatever it is going on.
So what's your hope for the future?
And I get to see everybody on around in these rooms on the street sooner or later. I hope for the future is go ahead and get back out there to the streets.
What kind of household do you guys grow up in?
See, I grew up without a mom, so.
Without a mom?
Yeah, you feel me? So, I grew up in a high household, though. You feel me? I grew up in a single parent household, you feel me? Most of the time we were living with grandma, so there was always a lot of family around and living with others. But
Would you say your house was stable or was it chaos in your house?
I was stable.
Yeah.
Auntie did great.
Is there anything about jail you actually enjoy or like?
No, there's nothing about here I like or enjoy.
It's just hell.
I wouldn't wish it on nobody.
Bro, the short one he just look throw, bro.
What's going on?
The short one just look throw.
So what happened?
I'm Tommy.
I was at a dorm and I was
That
talking
is
to
so
another
I got
person.
beat
Another
up.
person walked up
Yeah,
to me and
we
started
see.
hitting on me.
Dang.
And I got hit in the face a couple times and they've
A
been trying
couple?
to take me medical and take care of me since then.
What brought on the attack?
Some people are not placed in the proper units where they should be. Like some people are mental and they shouldn't be in population with regular people. So it's a classification problem right now going on in the jail.
So someone that was too aggressive and violent was in your unit?
Yes, sir.
Did it have anything to do with like property or gambling or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay.
I got my
Yeah, shorty with the glasses though. Hold
I'm
on,
big.
though.
I like to eat.
Is it hard being a white boy in this jail?
In Clayton County, yeah.
Are you unaffiliated or do you have any crew that can help you?
I'm unaffiliated.
And how is that being unaffiliated? Is that a risk?
It could be, but I mean, I've been here for 2 years, and I've been stabbed one time, and I've had this incident, but like my incidents were isolated incidents. They won't like no gang shit or nothing like that.
So you've been here for 2 years. One of our rights as an American is to have a fast and speedy trial.
They're not all that. I've never been inside of a courtroom. I've never seen an attorney. I have never been given a bond, nothing. I don't even know if I'm indicted or nothing.
Would you say that's most people's experience in here?
Yes.
Court just keeps going on and on.
And a lot of that comes from they fired the public defenders. They got new public defenders. They got Judge Carter's been out. Then they don't have a DA. They got a new DA. So a lot of people are getting their due processing rights denied.
Do you know where we're headed next?
This is the inmate working dorm. These will be the kitchen inmate workers from back dock sanitation, the cooks for the kitchen, every trade that comes through the jail as far as the inmate eat. These fellas right here work very hard up in the kitchen to get the job done.
Thanks for having us today. Thank you. So tell me about this unit.
We work for the jail, basically. This unit is kitchen workers. So everybody in this unit comes together, makes food for the kitchen, cleans the kitchen, dishwashes. My main thing is serving trays. So they'll have me on the line sanitizing or serving trays. Just simple things like that. Everybody in this kitchen works hard, man. 12 hours a day, 13
12 hours a day?
12 to 13 hours a day. And we don't get too many per day.
Bro.
No, we don't get paid. Now I've heard some jails do get paid. That's a blessing.
What do you think about that?
You got to take the good with the bad. You know, I think I've been to this jail and I've been in different sections before. I've been in dorms where they have lice, where they have I've seen one person with 100 pieces of lice on his jumpsuit. There's dorms where people get stabbed for no reason. Innocent civilians getting stabbed. Gang members stabbing people for no reason. So it's better to be in here than in some of these other dorms. That's what I will say.
You guys want to give us a little tour? Tell us what goes down here, what the schedule is. Show us your spot.
This is my little cut. That's over here, workout. I call this my front yard.
So this is an open bed?
Yeah.
So anyone new that comes in might get placed there?
Yeah.
Okay. You're built like a brick shit house. What do you do to be so jacked?
On the streets, I'm a personal trainer, nutrition, and a massage therapist, a sports coach, and a weight loss therapist.
He just
got
beat
into
the shit
a
out of
little
somebody on the
BS,
outside.
And now I'm doing a little bit of time, but I work out on the streets. I try to motivate a lot of the guys in here to work them out because we work so hard for the jail. It's kind of the only thing that's going to keep their bodies from completely breaking down because 7 days a week, no off days,
Really?
10 to 12 hours, man. We're working non-stop.
So what are you doing
Clay
here to
Kobe
be in
tripping,
shape?
no.
Like what are your go-tos?
Was actually designed to work out. I mean,
They
it's
would not
something
let
that
me
comes
on
out
the
of this. So
on
basically,
the
I do a lot
details
of
there. Where
pull-ups,
the fuck
squats,
is he called?
different variations of push-ups.
I'm talking
Is there
about
a place
this.
to do pull-ups in this room?
Yeah, well, I jump up there and grab the bar, even though I'm not supposed to be on that motherfucker. But yeah, I jump up there, grab the bar, do
This
pull-ups.
pipe right here?
Mm-hmm.
They get mad though if you do that?
Yeah, because they don't want us working out in here. Why? I don't know, but it releases
So are
endorphins.
people technically not allowed to work out?
Yeah, technically, we're not really supposed to be working
They
out
still
in here.
be doing
make
it though.
water
Hey, come
bags,
on.
and of course they're
I feel
gonna
like
pop
That's
those.
against you right.
gets people
Fuck you mean I can't work
mentally
out?
healthier.
It is.
Fuck. I don't need to get strong.
So how many
your
guys
feet
call
ass.
this place home?
I think right about now there might be around 41 of us in here right now.
Oh,
So this is a
one.
question. Some people, there's pretty much two sides of the coin. Some people say, you know what? If they committed a crime, throw the book at them. They don't deserve nothing. This is how it should be. Other people say, hey, it's inhumane. There should be better conditions. Like, what is the
I'm about to
answer when
say,
it comes to prison or jail conditions? Do you think?
Oh, they got the good bathrooms
When
in
you do
the.
something wrong, you go through whatever it is to go through. They make things nice. They can make a brand new jail for us. It's not the officers or the sheriff or anybody like that that's tearing down the jail. It's literally the people that they're putting inside of the jail. So you can't really blame the guards or the officers or anybody else like that, because a lot of the places, when they're new, they're new.
Why are these guys doing it? I'm trying to understand why you want to turn the place that you have to live for a certain amount of time into a complete shithole.
That's beyond me.
I'm a young man. I have
Because
certain
the mental goddamn.
How do I take care of that?
Shit, folks be going through when they end up.
You can go in the stall, leave it in the toilet. You can go in the shower, leave it in your towel. You know, that's what you got to do. And everybody sleep, pitch a tin in your fucking rack and go crazy. You know, it's
okay.
Gotta get creative, I guess.
Soy de Honduras, trabajo en el área de la cocina. Tengo aquí 23 meses. Me acusan de narcotráfico. He ido a 2 cortes. No tienen ninguna prueba contra mí. No hay control. Mucha gente la navajean con cuchillos, mucha droga.
Man, we seen people get stabbed up, and the officers just staring at them. Don't even call nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then they got officers bringing drugs in here. There's all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah,
but they want to blame it on us.
And a Clayton County correctional officer found herself on the other side of the law this afternoon after she was accused of trying to enter the jail with contraband.
This Clayton County correctional officer is in jail tonight, accused of trying to bring contraband inside.
Sheriff Allen has arrested 2 of his own corrections officers for allegedly smuggling drugs into the
Damn, bro,
jail.
you still on the
If you
news?
check
That's
the news
crazy.
right now, they're gonna say Miss Allen.
I was on the news since I was a little
I was
boy.
in that dorm. I was next door to them niggas while they was doing all that shit. But it's not like it's the sheriff's fault. The sheriff don't know.
What are a lot of these stabbings over?
People trying to get respect. Somebody probably did something to their person on the street. They called, and now they stabbed them for basically bragging rights. They paying.
Gives them more time.
Yeah.
How much more time?
It all depends, because now the judge, they can run a concurrent to what they initial charges is. You know, if they already here for murder, they gonna say, oh, you only here for murder and you got an ag assault. They ain't gonna really do nothing to it. So they feel like I could just stab you and then.
This is the confiscated shanks.
Hey, y'all just sit there and watch it.
Which ones are the most dangerous, you think? Like the worst?
Probably these. I think those are the most dangerous right there.
All right, so where are we about to go?
Oh, we can go to 3.
Is that the mental health?
Yeah.
Have we been in this one yet?
No, sir.
This is the mental one.
Mental health,
The
yes, sir.
entire place.
You got the medical dorm, section 6, and the rest of the old man dorm, one of the old man step down dorms in dorm 3.
Next up, we visit the mental health unit where inmates housed here are battling psychological issues ranging from thoughts of unaliving themselves to schizophrenia to inmates that have not yet been diagnosed.
Whoa, dude. I was like, bro, get me the fuck up out of here with this nigga. Like, look at this man. Creep ass people. Nah, bro, they don't need to be in Clayton County jail, bro.
They violate people's constitutional rights out here. Is this supposed to be a mental health door? It's all all filthy and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. I've been here 53 days. New process says probation supposed to come see me in 17 minutes. I haven't been seen. So I keep calling my family. They keep telling my family it's on a public defender. Then they say I don't have a public defender. Then they trying to put it on a probation officer, giving my family to run around.
Tell me from your point of view what's going on here.
So basically, this is just the mental health unit.
Just this dorm or this one, this one, this one?
1, 2, 4, and 5.
And what gets someone qualified to come in here?
They get evaluated by mental health, the mental health staff here, and they go by the medication that they taking, and that's what qualifies them to come in mental health.
So do some of these guys more so belong in an asylum than a jail, you think?
I feel like they belong in a real mental health facility.
Is there places like that anymore?
Yeah. It's just the bed space. It's just a lot of other people that's in other counties that got to go there. So they just wait on bed space to send these people out too. Most of these people are here for criminal trespassing. Between 1, 2, 4,
Criminal
5.
trespassing is the most common crime that they're...
Criminal
So there's loitering?
Loitering as well. I'm sorry.
Really?
Loitering, yes. Then they can't pay their bonds because they've been doing this so many times.
What brought you into jail?
Criminal trespassing. Well, I thought when you trespass on somebody's property, not the property that you live on. See, I live on the property in which I was deemed criminal trespassing.
Is this your first time being criminal trespass?
Yes.
Okay. So how long are you going to be here for?
Well, it just took place this past week, so I'm hoping not to be here no longer than the time it takes me to go to court.
Hey,
Well,
it's funny, these bugs and stuff in this
guess
jail.
what? You gonna be there for about a month.
All over my
What kind of bugs you think?
I'm not really sure, man.
Like bed
bugs,
bugs?
body lice, just in between my
How long have you been here?
Ooh, that'd be my body.
And what are you here for, allegedly?
Originally an escape charge.
Were you in Georgia prisons before this?
Yeah.
How does prison compare to jail?
This jail's by far worse than any prison I've ever been to.
Really?
Yes.
Because right now Georgia prisons are bad, right?
Yeah, this jail's nasty.
Can you tell me what all the mattresses on the floor are for?
All the mattress on the floor is because they don't have no bed space.
Overcrowding is a huge issue here. The official capacity for inmates is 1,535, but there are typically between 1,800 and 2,000 people here at a given time. This has pushed this facility to the breaking point, with inmates having to sleep on the floor of their cells or even on the floors of their pods, and it's just another contributing factor to the chaos in Clayton County.
It's been going on since I've been here. I've been here 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
That seems like a long time without a trial.
I haven't seen nobody. I haven't got a bond. They just, once they lock you up in Clayton County, they forget about you.
I'm from Miami, and the court system here is not good. It's not good at all. They'll leave you in here for months and months on a petty case or even a big case. They don't take you to court back to back like Florida or another state does.
What goes through your head when you see guys that are in here for, their bond could be as low as $150 or $300, but they've been here for 3 months? Like, what do you
That'd
see
be the part that got
keeping
done.
somebody in there for months without being able to cough up
When
that
your
money?
bond be so low, you can't even pay it, boy.
That overall, our
That
legislators
mean don't
need
mean
to
you doing
look
what
into.
you doing.
The saying would be, do the crime that you can afford to do, right? Which is, if you have two people that do the exact same crime, and then one is just half wealthy and have means, and the other one don't, the one that does not have money ultimately stays in jail. They did the exact same crime. Then a lot of times we're paying more to keep the person in jail than what their bond is. We just have to make it make sense, because it costs me more to house you than it would cost to just let you out.
Guys, for reference, it costs taxpayers about $100
That
a day
nigga
to house
fat,
an inmate,
boy.
and that's before you
Shit.
even factor in the cost
That
of
shit
public
nasty
defenders,
in there,
judges,
dog.
and the entire court system.
I
Meanwhile,
ain't
some of
even
these guys
cap.
are locked up
Yeah,
for petty
last I was
charges
in
like
the- I was
loitering
on
or
the floor.
trespassing, offenses that they would be out for if they simply had a couple $100 for bail. And it kind of makes me wonder, is it a good use of taxpayer money to keep someone in jail for weeks for something extremely minor? Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
So I actually was a magistrate court judge here, and I would set bond as low as I could, but when you're working with people who, they don't have any resources, they don't have family, or they don't qualify for a bond, they haven't been on their job for X amount of years, or their family haven't been, or, their family and friends, they don't have legal status, so they're here for what, a couple $100, but the problem is they don't have the resources, and now they're stuck, and now they're in here with the most dangerous people in society. The gangs and stuff, they're gonna look and be like, yo, this is not somebody that's from the streets, this is just somebody, this is a family man that just happened to get caught up for no license, circumstances, we're definitely about to take advantage of them. You know, again, if we don't have the capacity to hold people and we don't have the staff to make sure that they're safe, like that's a recipe for disaster.
Down the street
what's
to the
coming
prison.
out, at least through
It's literally
stories
2-3
on
miles
Instagram, TikTok,
down
and
the
social
street.
media and stuff, is like it's not being done. Like they're not being kept safe.
Yeah. Look at the toilet. Look at the floor. Look at the floor. Look at the roof leaking. Look at the roof leaking.
Every guy in the unit shares one bathroom?
Yeah, we share one bathroom. Well, we got bathrooms in our room, but they don't work.
This is the only working bathroom.
This is the working bathroom.
And it's not working.
That's not a bidet.
How long has it been doing this?
It's been doing that for a while now.
Jesus Christ.
Look, this is where we take a bath in. Would you want to take a bath in now?
This is pretty rough.
Would you want to take a bath in now?
Are you injured, brother?
Yeah. I broke my heel, man. My heel. They ain't take me to the hospital until after 2 months.
Did you guys do the drawing?
Nah.
Not with someone else from before?
Yeah.
Are you guys roommates?
Yeah.
Just you two staying here?
Yeah.
Light not working. Toilet always leaking. We always got it like right down the floors, the sinks. You see how the sink is rigged.
Some people could look at the rough conditions in a jail and say, hey, that's what causes somebody to be bad. Other people would say, no, it's bad people that make the tough conditions. Like, where do you fall on that continuum?
One, I wanted to be very clear that we're not running a college university, all right? I'm not the dean of a college. So if I was the dean of a college, you can say, hey, dean, why are the kids smoking and doing drugs on the college campus? Why are they fighting on the college campus? But I'm not a dean of a college. I'm the sheriff of a jail that out of the 200, 2,000
I don't know, man.
inmates, 1,000 of them.
But Clayton County, they need somebody who, more of a militant,
out of the 2,000, 150
like stature
either
and
robbed someone
background,
at
you know what I mean?
or knife point, or snatched or taken
Brother,
something.
like, he
I
just-
could fix a shower today.
behind
And
a
the
desk
inmates
his
would
whole
go
life.
and use the nozzle to the shower, shave it down to try to make it into a shank. So again, I can fix something, they can break something. So again, yes, it's the environment and the condition.
In your opinion, do bad conditions make bad people, or do bad people make bad conditions?
I think that when you put even good people, when you put good people in conditions where they're in like survival mode, human nature is gonna tell you, hey man, like no matter where you are, I gotta survive. I don't think that necessarily defines who someone is. When I get out of that situation, it's like, hey, I'm going back to normal. I mean, it's the same situation as, people in the military. You don't ask people in the military, hey, have you ever shot and killed someone? Like, that's just a thing you don't
He a
do.
good lawyer,
in that
bro.
situation, they may had to have do something that they normally would not do, but for their life or their safety being on the line.
They all
He a good
feel
lawyer.
like the murder don't. Oh, I didn't shoot this person. I didn't do this. I didn't kill this person. I didn't beat this person.
But the amount of these guys that are in here for no reason, I would guess there's a reason.
Everybody feel like they're not in for no reason. It's a reason why they're in here.
We're about to go into what unit now?
The alternative lifestyle dorm.
What does that mean?
The LGBTQ community.
Are you forgetting some letters?
Emma?
You're being so rude right now.
Emma said, I don't know, I don't say it.
This the gay pod. You can't come in unless you're gay.
Can you give the people the lay of the land here?
The lay of the land? This is House of Uniform.
I don't think he was gay till he got up in there. I ain't gonna lie to
Ain't too
you.
much violence on this floor.
Yeah, I don't think he was gay till he got up in there.
How do you get...
They turned Buddy out.
What happened?
He was fucking with his girl.
Hey, the way officer looking at bro is crazy.
Okay, so what does it take to be in here? How does someone say, I want to be in here?
You have to be part of the community. The LGBTQ plus.
So you just tell the guards, hey, look, I'm part of LGBT. Can you please
He
put me
wasn't
over
gay
here?
till he got up in there.
So what happens if
Both
you
of
stay
them
in general population?
You normally get beat up. You normally get for being
I got stabbed in the face just for being gay. Yeah, for being
Just for being gay, someone stabbed you in the face?
Somebody stabbed me in my face.
So are a lot of the straight inmates want to secretly get with you guys, but they want to pretend like they don't?
Yeah, they pretend, and that's very confusing. They pretend like they want to be over here with us, but they only doing it for protection.
So some straight guys hide in here just so they don't have to deal
Who
with the
is he
danger.
talking to?
You know, they're gonna do the general pop.
So you guys feel like you need a weapon just to be safe?
Afro
Yeah.
wow.
I have one on me, so yeah, I have a weapon on me. We need weapons to be safe in this dorm, in this jail. This dorm, the jail, period.
Folks, the guards saw the inmate show us his knife, so right after we left this unit, a sweep was conducted and the knife was taken away.
Like, why would you do that, bro? You damn dummy.
Okay, couple questions. What do those guys in Unit 4, what happens if they're in the general population?
Hey, they might get flipped.
Yeah.
They're not allowed. They're not allowed.
Are they in there for their own protection?
For sure. I don't care what they talking about. You look it up. Them folks have more DRs than anybody in the beat. Them folks wild.
DRs?
Yeah.
What's DR?
Disciplinary report.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? Them folks, them niggas crazy for real. They talking about us.
This nigga got Jerry curl. I ain't just peep that shit out. This man got Jerry curl, bro.
Is it
in
overcrowded?
2025.
So where would we sleep if we stayed here?
Right here? Man, pull up right here. Look at this shit going on, man.
Oh, I'll be pissed, dog.
Shit, good. I ain't gonna eat it, but it good.
Nah, bro, you gotta eat that shit, bro. I ain't even gonna count to you. You gotta eat that.
So where are we right now?
That's like the cleanest spot
in the
yet.
honor dorm. The major pick every person. Like it's like at least 10 people in here.
So what does it take
They
to
not
be in here?
snitched on something.
Outstanding inmate, don't get in no trouble, and a good background.
There's only 10 people in here.
10 people.
Sure, here, bring going.
Yes, sir.
Now let me just say, look at the difference of this cell, how clean and nice it is compared to the other ones.
For sure, free the guys, man.
So let me ask you this, because this is such a nice cell compared to what we've seen, is that simply because you put a lot of effort into caring for it?
Yes, sir. We have
So the cells that look like shit, is that because the inmates don't take
That's
care of
because
it?
they don't take care of themselves.
So do you guys have any problems with bugs in this?
No, not in this dorm. Not in this dorm at all. No bugs. Kicked up, I be kicking it up in here, guys. Kicking it. Ready to go home. Got a couple months left.
I mean, this seems doable. Like, this is the first cell I've seen where I'm like, oh yeah, I could do some time in here, no problem. The other cells seem like worse than third world conditions.
No, water doesn't look someplace is bad, but I got a DOP. I ain't did nothing. I don't have no extra charges or nothing like that. I just did a report because I moved. I was supposed to be changing my probation to Atlanta, and they violated me for that. So that's
Fuck that
why
nigga
you're
from
getting me right now.
Atlanta. Who the fuck is Atlanta? He found those shit out there.
Are we going to a female dorm or male dorm? Female. Fight? How often does this happen?
All the time, every day.
So I think a girl was saying that someone's trying to jump her. The non-compliance, what was that?
They ain't doing nothing.
Just an inmate not following orders.
So she wants attention, she wants to say her side of the story.
A little attention.
Got you. Okay. We gotta go, we'll be back in the morning, okay?
Yeah, pull up here for sure.
All right, folks, this was a look into the Clayton County Jail in Georgia, and we saw everything from the guard's perspective, the inmate perspective, the safe, the dangerous, and everything in between. Thank you to Greg of Lucky 8, who does,
boy.
He makes Netflix
This
documentaries,
shit's brought back
including
some memories,
60 Days
boy.
In. He's the one that got us in here. Thanks to Sheriff Allen for letting us do this. Sheriffs around the country, jails around the country. If you want to let us in to your unit, tell your story, we'd love to go there. So email me at tommygmcgee123@gmail.com. This was a good one. Very interesting, a lot of stories, a lot of unique perspectives, and a pretty fucking crazy environment.
Nah, for real. Boy, it's fried, boy.
Very interesting day in the job, a lot of thoughts going through my head, and I got to experience this as a journalist. But next week, you'll get to see an episode where I experience this as an inmate. It's gonna be crazy. See you next week.
Woo. That shit brought back some memory. Why do not miss this? I'm trying to tell you, boy. I did not miss that. Not going back either. You did.
You know, normal
Air drug market.
If we wanted to buy fentanyl, how easy would it be to find around here? It's easy.
the homeless pooping, that's like inevitable down here. You're gonna see that every 5 feet type. Very rare footage. I ain't never seen this shit before.
San Francisco's Tenderloin neighborhood is at the heart of the narrative about the city. Drugs, homelessness, crime.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in San Francisco, an open-air drug market of the Tenderloin. Here to show you the fentanyl crisis. That's one of the things this place is famous for. Yasmin found the first human shit. And right behind us, someone is lighting a pipe or something. San Francisco is home to a notoriously gritty neighborhood called the Tenderloin. It's a place where people regularly smoke fentanyl, commit robberies, and poop in public all in broad daylight. It is home to an open-air drug market, and it's one of America's hotspots for fentanyl and homelessness. Shootings, murders, robberies, and assaults are the words you frequently find in headlines about this area. It's sort of a Wild West place where criminals run the streets, and it's gotten so bad that on March 14th, citizens and business owners banded together to sue the city of San Francisco because, and I quote, residents are terrified to leave their homes and businesses are unable to recruit staff. This is because if you walk yourself to work in the Tenderloin, it's almost certain that you will encounter people smoking fentanyl and injecting heroin. It's not uncommon to see naked homeless guys pooping and masturbating in front of you, and while you are at your job, you will need to be alert on whether the person entering your store will be stealing from you or trying to use the company bathroom to do drugs. It's a scary and filthy place, and it's also a very sad place because you have thousands of people living in absolute misery and turmoil. People that could be living up
San Francisco like that.
It's a huge problem with no end in sight. So the question is, what do you do about this? People on the right side of the political spectrum believe the solution involves more police, being tougher on crime, and moving the homeless people out of the area. But where do these people go? People on the left take what they view as more of a humanitarian approach. They look at drug addiction as an illness, and they believe the best way to help the problem is to invest into things like clean needles and pipes in an effort to prevent disease spreading, and also to provide housing and other resources for the people struggling. Today, we show you one of America's worst neighborhoods. We examine how the Tenderloin got to this point. We show you what happens here on a daily basis, and we talk about what could be done to improve this area. Let's hit the streets. Quick announcement, we've restocked the hoodies. Big Dog's Gotta Eat. We got them in the black, we got them in the blue. They're jumping off the shelves. Get yours while supply lasts. TommyJMcGee.com. Thank you.
Ain't no cap in my soul. I don't wait on no phone. I don't never do that. This is straight off the dome. This is straight off there. Got your bitch giving dome. Got your bitch giving. You already know we on.
It is November 15th, 2023 as of filming this video, and we are in San Francisco to explore the Tenderloin, which is the open-air drug market. Let's give you a little background on the history of the
China going crazy like that.
It's named after the
China just launched the world's first 10G broadband network. You can download a 4K movie in just a
They
second.
afford beef tenderloins because of all the bribes they
I might need to pay my budget.
illicit activity in
China.
the area. The bribes really kicked in when California passed the Red Light Abatement Act in 1914. This meant that other areas got more heavily policed, and that due to the Tenderloin's reputation for lax policing, many of those criminals came to the Tenderloin to set up shop in the area. So law enforcement looking the other way has long been part of this neighborhood's history. This area is particularly diverse, and some of this is due to the migration that followed after the Vietnam War. A significant number of people came from Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia and moved to the area due to its affordability. Now, as far as housing goes in the Tenderloin, something notable is 25% of the housing stock is owned by nonprofits. This means a lot of the housing is halfway houses, homeless shelters, and recovery centers. And nonprofits do this in order to to help the homeless community. A 2022 report estimated that 3,800 homeless people call this place home on any given night. And part of the reason homeless people love places like San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Phoenix is simply because of the nice weather that allows them to be outside year-round. So to summarize, the Tenderloin's troublesome predicament is nothing new, and this place has been plagued by drugs and crime for over 100 years. Arguably the human poo capital of America. They even apparently have an app here in San Francisco that tracks where human poo is so you don't step in it on the street.
Nah, that's crazy.
97 calls about piles of poo.
What?
It's pretty grim. The Poop Patrol will have a staff of 6 and 2 trucks for a cost of about $750,000.
It's going to be an interesting week to film because Chinese leader Xi Jinping, among other Asian leaders, are in town meeting with Biden, Kamala Harris. We filmed this episode in November of 2023. During this time, San Francisco was hosting the annual meeting for APEC, or the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. APEC promotes free trade and economic development among the nations that are members. And I can understand why the United States would want to clean up the streets to welcome our foreign guests to town, but here are 2 questions that come to mind. One, as it is largely Chinese fentanyl flooding the San Francisco streets, should not Chinese fentanyl see the effects of his country's export? And 2, why is it that we can clean the streets up for foreign leaders, but we can't clean up the streets for the American taxpayer that lives there and funds the cleanup in the first place? It appears that the Tenderloin has been altered.
Hey man, he coming with some fat moon over.
Xi Jinping doesn't see how crazy it really is, but we're going to give you a picture of what it's like in San Francisco's open-air drug market, the Tenderloin. Let's begin.
Man, stop saying Tenderloin, man, because that shit making me want to stay.
Right now what you're seeing is a lot of handsome Asian gentlemen walking around San Francisco, and from what I'm gathering from locals, San Francisco did not look like this only a week ago. They kind of cleaned a lot up.
Trash are what some people in the Tenderloin have learned to live with day in and day out.
Well, over the week of September 22nd, city crews collected more than 36,000 pounds of it in the Tenderloin. That's more than 18 tons, and that's only what public works crews hauled away. It doesn't even include what was picked up by the CBD or Urban Alchemy. And it's just one average week. The trash never stops.
That's wild, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Atlanta not even that bad. We got a lot of homeless people.
I know there's going to be a video about fentanyl and homelessness and drug addiction, but it looks like it might be interspersed with a little bit more. Are we protected from bippers here?
Don't leave your valuables with you.
Okay.
Because like they would entice them to break it. But then I'm here until 5:30.
Okay, and if you need help fighting them off, call us too, okay?
Okay.
San Francisco is famous for being one of the more lawless places in America, but because all the foreign leaders are in town, we're putting up a pretty strong show of force. I don't know if it's going to be an entirely accurate picture of what it's like day to day, but look, as you can see, police and law enforcement and whatnot, these guys are zooted and booted and ready to rumble, so I'm guessing there's going to be some clashes today. We're going to go meet with some of our contacts, guys that can really show us what this thing's about. That's what this channel is about, getting inside access to places most people don't, so we can bring you the real, honest, raw truth. I have a feeling it's going to be a little harder today for people to sell fentanyl with all these law enforcement in town. Can we go through this thing around? So something that I think is always interesting about when you find like homeless camps or really bad drug issues is that it's very close to high wealth areas. So we got our whole Ray-Bans, we got designer fashion. In the midst of this is extreme poverty. We're meeting our contacts at this train station. We'll see you guys then.
I said some more like I had.
Right here, busy. This is like the nice part of the Tenderloin. Once you go in there, that's where it's really at. I mean, you walk down here right now.
There's so many police and federal agents.
Not only that, this is not normally. This is not like that. Like this, it's really, really dirty. So where I'm from is about 10, 60 minutes south. But yes, I've been here, you know, Bay Area, Stockton all my life.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
How you doing?
Reeves, man.
How you doing?
This is my brother.
How you doing, brother?
We waiting on my cousin right now. All this Apex shit got it real crowded. So he said he like 5 blocks away, but he driving.
So is it not normally like this? I noticed there's like a million feds, a million police around here.
It's never like this. You pick like the exact week where
you gonna be a little funky in the Tenderloin?
Yeah, for sure. I said we used to be out here doing our thing probably about 12, 15 years ago. But we was outside, but my cousin, he never left. So that's why when I seen your shit, I'm like, I know who to put Tommy G in contact with.
One thing I think that's a little funny is like when the Chinese leaders come to town, it's their fentanyl that's tearing up the town. But when they come, they gotta clean it up.
Right. I think they should see some of the fentanyl.
Nah, that's crazy.
Show Jesus taking a bag of fentanyl and be like, excuse me, sir, do you know where this came from?
For real. This is f***ing up our nation right now, man.
Are we officially in the Tenderloin right now?
It's just across the street. Even right here, usually all you gonna see because nodding, leaning, everything.
Like zombies,
service.
Have you guys heard of ISO?
What's ISO?
It's like, be crazy. They be right in front of the police on this.
What the f***?
If you could speak directly to the great leader,
I don't see how folks moving on this shit. Like, why you want to look like a zombie?
Ain't it a communism?
Yeah. What do you think about communism?
Just being from America, I don't think it's right. I don't think one person should have that much power.
We are in the bar, which is the, what, subway or train?
That one person don't have a lot of power.
What do you know is the difference?
That's the crazy part about it.
We are literally at one of the grossest, nastiest bar stations that I ever know.
In San Francisco. And it's clean today.
It's clean.
So what do you think it is that when foreigners come to town, when presidents from other countries come to town, we can clean it up? Or when regular old Americans are here, hey, we're just going to make it a shithole. What do you think about that?
I think it's backwards.
We need to run. Tommy G, a fighter too. He go pretty wrestler.
Wrestling, you just
You good at that shit?
pretty good, yeah.
Let's see. Oh shit. Okay.
We're gonna look into the fentanyl, the trank, and all the drugs that are hitting the city right now and give you an inside look. Let's go boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. Ain't that Beyonce song?
It'll be a lot more of these right now.
So is this a rich area here?
Yes, it is. That's the cool part about it.
These high rises, condos and shit, it's hella expensive to live in.
And in the midst of that is literally a bed sheet with like poop and shit on it.
Blood. You're paying $4,500 a month. Brush this.
So what is it like running a shop? People stealing shit all the time. There's homeless guys pooping in front of your store.
I mean, we've been here for some years though, so everybody respects us.
The homeless pooping, that's like inevitable down here. You're gonna see that every 5 feet type shit. You know?
So what struggles you think to the business owner?
Nigga, please. Nigga, I would been, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't about to deal with that shit.
Hell yeah, it's the worst shit ever.
Literally, bro.
Worse than heroin, all that shit, man. That shit turned everything into zombies out here.
Yeah.
Lady trying to trade some Ben & Jerry's ice cream for some fentanyl.
Trade some Ben & Jerry's ice cream. It was still frozen too.
Do you think they boosted that ice cream?
I don't know where
When Olympics come to town, when leaders come to town, we try and give a squeaky clean image to the world that everything's okay here, when really, it's not.
Very rare footage.
I ain't never seen this shit before.
Tell us about the area that we're in right now.
This is Took Street.
What's it like here?
Like a lot of drugs, a lot of homeless people live down there. A lot of mental ill. I live here like almost 13 years.
Does it normally look like this?
No. Nighttime is bad because you got balls. The president is here today. That's why they clean everything.
This is a high crime area?
Yeah. 2 people got killed a month ago.
What happened?
It's the drugs. Each corner,
The drugs.
like fentanyl.
If we wanted to buy fentanyl, how easy would it be to find around here?
It's easy. A lot of people
Damn,
are like calling in every day. They dress up like a
city, boy.
guys with dress. You see half people be all naked.
You see naked people around here?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Nice meeting you, bro.
What kind of events are you taking us on?
I'm just basically.
What the hell going on with my hair?
With a tenderloin.
Okay.
Kind of sad, but you feel me? You feel me? See Fetty Wild.
I'm all looking like ASAP Ferg and Kid Cudi all in one.
You feel me? It's people out here actually working to actually save lives and shit.
I mean, I see a lot of people cleaning. I see a lot I know there's a lot of treatment centers here.
Yeah, we got resources trying to give people jobs. We usually walk around with Narcan and fentanyl testers for the people that like to take pills and smoke weed and shit just so we test it. That shit is becoming a big monster.
Where a lot of stuff is becoming laced.
A lot of stuff is laced.
And if someone's laced with fentanyl, that could be a very deadly mistake, right?
For sure.
You think you're going to take a couple of puffs of weed, it's going to be a nice day, and all of a sudden...
Yeah.
You know.
Like that. They like the past year or two after the pandemic.
So one thing to draw your attention to is the architecture in the area. So this is the anti-homeless architecture where they don't let people sit or sleep. What do you think about that?
That ain't stopping shit now. They just putting up tents.
Homelessness is something that's much easier to get into than out of. I had a conversation with a professor from the University of Wisconsin that researched homelessness, and when it comes to breaking down why people become homeless, he said it's easiest to break it down like this. A third of the people are homeless due to drug addiction issues, a third are homeless due to mental illness, and a third are homeless because they were living paycheck to paycheck and one financial setback took them out. And really there's a lot of overlap between those three categories. But let's dive more into the financial aspect. Only 44% of Americans are equipped to handle an emergency expense of $1,000 or more. So whether it be a car repair or a hospital bill, that's enough for many people to miss rent and begin the downward spiral lifestyle to homelessness. What's more is a lot of the people that are homeless were dealt a bad hand from the beginning. One study of women living in temporary shelters found that 78% of them reported being the victim of childhood abuse. That's staggering. When you consider the following variables, a nationwide trend of rent and cost of living going up, inflation lowering purchase power, easy access to highly addictive drugs, in particular the fentanyl that's flooding across our southern border, high rates of mental illness, an all-time high of household debt, and relatively low amounts of savings.
Hey,
these conditions
Tommy up here cooking right now.
It feels messed up
Damn.
when you design a city like that.
Right.
Part of me understands if I was a business owner, I don't want a bunch of homeless people in front of my business. But when you look at just a person that wants a place to sit, it's tough. There's a yin and yang to this problem.
If that wasn't right there, that's human shit. Yeah, that's human.
That's one of the things this place is famous for. Yasmin found the first human shit. What can you tell us about the tenderloin? I'm from Milwaukee. I haven't seen anything like this before.
You know, the tenderloin is supposed to be like when you cut meat. They say the tenderloin is like the most precious part of a meat, right? When you're doing like the little Jewish cut thing or whatever. So this is like really the prime financial area. You know, you got the financial district down the street. There's money out here, really, is what it is. You get deep into the tenderloin, it's like you know you trapping. It ain't changing the poverty out here. It ain't no in betweens out here. Ain't no middle class. You either living dirt poor, or you living up, or you getting it up. It's pimping, hoeing, dope dealing, killing. Out here, you know what I'm saying? Police don't give a f. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell. It seems like things are pretty out in the open. Like you don't have to really worry about it.
They don't give a f.
Many people have been complaining that San Francisco is too soft on crime. So let's examine the policies that are in place in the city. Chesa Bodine, who served as DA from 2019 to 2022, ran on a progressive platform of decarceration and justice reform. One of the first policies he implemented as DA was the elimination of cash bail for certain offenders not deemed to be a public safety risk. Progressives argue that cash bail creates a two-tier justice system. If you don't have money for bail, you will be stuck sitting in a cell while a wealthier person is able to walk free. Furthermore, the issue is compounded as impoverished people are forced to work with public defenders who are underpaid and overworked. Conservatives push back against this because they believe this creates a revolving door system that the criminals are aware of. Not only do the criminals have no fear of consequence, but this also results in a demoralized police force that doesn't want to do their job if they know it won't have an impact. Let me know in the comments which ideology you'd prefer to have in charge in your city.
The only thing is, you see kids coming, respect kids. You see women and older people, respect them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, see somebody grandma coming, hey, put that shit away.
The Chinese leaders in town right now, and you know where all that comes from? So what do you think about that?
It's all part of the government plan. They put Coke and Coca-Cola at one time. I mean, it's all population control. It's all part of the life that want to keep control. If they don't keep control, they'll be overpopulated like China.
So you think the government is letting it in to try and take people out?
I think that the government is having no choice because China has the most power and has the most money.
China definitely has the most power. I wish people would understand that.
Country that's supposed to be the land of the brave, but then
I wish people would understand and peep that shit, bro. China has so much power, definitely over us, bro, as a country, dog. Like, people understand this shit, bro. They would just move.
I mean, we're the land of the brave or the slaves, so I can't tell you the truth, man. China is a place that they've been dealing with America. They know how to infiltrate and they know how to do things. So I think that we got an enemy that we just finally got to meet our match. You know what I'm saying?
How much money do I need? I want to buy a hit of Betty. How much money do I need?
This thing trying to take the subject.
You better ask somebody that sell it. If you look around the ground, you might find a sack, man. All I can say is, if you don't know what it is, you better ask somebody.
I'm doing more documentary and shit. You know, I'm rapping shit now.
Yeah, I know that, huh? What's up? What kind of documentary you got?
Feel me? How
you come up down here?
I come up down here from Oakland. I'm out here saving lives on this fentanyl shit and shit too. You feel me?
And over 620 people they got record is dying from that stuff.
I'm gonna give you some facts about that shit. This is my uncle, y'all. He gonna tell y'all a little bit more about what's going on.
What is it like sweeping through the streets right now?
It's not too good right now because, like I said, it's over. What they got record is over 620 people dying from fentanyl.
What do you think should be done?
They need to have more education for them. A long time ago, they used to have programs like CEDAR, which was a training program. Fentanyl is a problem with it, but what's the underneath of all the fentanyl? When I'm talking about the mental health, the homelessness, but you got the people like the mayor making skating rings. I mean, it's okay for them to skate, have a safe place to go to skate, but you build that thing costs $2 million, and you ain't got no place for these homeless and sick people to go. And this is a lifesaver. But some of them get mad when you minister this to them because they get high and they get away from all their problems, right? And that's another reason they get high, they get away from their problems.
Oh, there's more poop right here. So that's poop number 2, and that was only half a block away from poop number 1.
But you're gonna see a lot more of that. That can be addressed easily. That's nothing. compared to other problems, that ain't shit. Like, that's shit, but it yes,
I see what you're saying. When did fentanyl hit the city?
During the pandemic.
What can you tell us about the Tenderloin?
That's the crazy part, bro. That's when fentanyl came during the pandemic. They say the Chinese drug and COVID came from the Chinese. Hey man, listen, bro. Listen,
are there
man.
resources for people out here that are looking to get help?
It got ugly out here.
You know, you gotta want it though. You gotta want it. If you don't want it, then you ain't gonna get it.
All right. Well, have a good day. Okay.
You too. God bless.
Why they got ugly out here,
The
man?
people that are leaning over, what is that about?
Pretty much people are high on fentanyl all day.
There's something about it that makes your back.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I watch your steps and species some shit around. When you see that whole look and everything, we pretty much know what's going on, especially when somebody standing up sleep.
Look, we interrupt this broadcast.
Bro, you can't even walk down the street without stepping in shit, bro.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
people get that, bro. Oh,
we don't have human shit everywhere.
Oh.
We have our issues in Milwaukee, but not human shit.
I'm trying to tell you.
This is a welcome center. Like they might give Narcan and all of this. This is some resource shit that you might want to get on there, bro.
Next, we talked to a guy from St. Anthony's. St. Anthony's is a nonprofit that hires a lot of ex-cons to do social work in the area. And I think this is a great idea because if you want someone to navigate the streets properly, you should probably find guys that know the streets and have been in the streets themselves. So tell me what you do here and where we are.
Jones and Golden Gate, and I work right here at St. Anthony's. I work with the homeless. We give them showers, we wash their clothes, we give them food, and we help them like basically get off the streets.
Sounds like you got your work cut out for you. There's a lot of people here that need help. What is it like and what do you see day to day?
Day to day, I see people overdosing, we bringing them back. It's crazy.
Have you had to use Narcan on someone?
No.
How do you bring them back if they're overdosing?
Put the Narcan up their nose, and then you hit it with the pump 2 times, and then it brings them back.
I guess, where do you see this going? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse?
It's getting a little better out here. It's getting a little better.
It'd be people that's relatively been in the streets, relatively may have been in jail, or relatively used to use drugs. You feel me? That get these jobs, and it's a help. It's a help to our streets. So you feel me? They need to keep them grants.
In your opinion, what makes or breaks someone's success in becoming sober or getting off the streets?
Putting the effort to it and giving them help.
With a lot of these folks that you're working with, do you think childhood trauma or mental illness is a big part of their journey?
Yeah.
What is it that's tearing up the city right now? Is it more than fentanyl or is it primarily fentanyl?
I'm gonna say fentanyl. Killing people. All my friends, everything. Relatives, they all dying off of it. Dying, left to right.
So if you had a message to America about this crisis, what would it be?
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone?
Leave it alone.
The fuck? Oh my.
Current day that fentanyl is just huge in the city. When did it start hitting the city and when did you first hear about it?
Maybe 3 years ago, and I don't use fentanyl anymore. I used it for a short period, and then I got injured, I went to the hospital, they put me on methadone, and that's the end of the story with fentanyl.
What's your drug of choice now that you're trying to escape?
I guess meth.
Meth? Okay. And for someone that lives around this area, how easy is that to find and buy?
It's on every corner.
Every corner? I would imagine in your shoes that makes it very hard to get away from it.
You can, yeah.
Is there anything the city could be doing better to help someone in your shoes?
Gotta educate people.
What's the first hit of meth? Was it love at first sight?
I think it might have been, yeah, but that's because you're trying to fill a hole. You're trying to fill some kind of an emptiness.
What's your plan forward, or what's your next move?
Well, my goal right now is to get housing, legal housing, not a squad or.
If there's youth watching this, they're wondering if they should experiment with drugs.
The young people, you're not missing anything. You don't need to do drugs to feel like you're gonna be a part of something. It's not necessary. Just have a good life, drug-free, and stay
take it for him. Look at him.
Number 1 team there is, Warriors.
So, what percentage of people out here use and boost to supplement their use?
So, first and foremost, you have to have mothers from around the world sit down and have a real debate. Because in 100 years, the human race is going to be doing cocaine. Have you ever done cocaine?
Not yet.
Now, when you look at your trash cans, and now you see excess of trash. Well, how do you stop inflation? When you start talking to your neighbor and realistic.
I ain't gonna lie, this is my
in 100 years,
voice
human race will be doing cocaine,
me.
will be doing opium, will be
They
doing
like a little help.
fentanyl. Then that person is going to boost. So the more you boost, the more you hurt your neighbor. So now you don't know your neighbor that well. So now that there's conflict because no, I don't want my niece growing up and using drugs.
So we come full circle, or if you talk to your neighbor more,
then you zone better because now it's not decriminalizing it, it's legalizing it. Why? Because we're letting the underworld win at night. When you're honest with yourself and say, you know what, my mother says, you know what, I'm talking with the other mother from another continent, my son does that too. But now when you accept it, and instead of denying that person, now you zone better. So now at 3 o'clock in the morning,
I think you speak in a smart and poetic way, but we do have an appointment we have to walk to. So I wish you all right, man, take care.
You keep it illegal?
I hear you. When you see cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, with crime and all the bad things that are happening there, it's easy to point at them as a punching bag for bad progressive policies. And while I do agree some of those progressive policies are counterproductive, I do think it's important to highlight that in rural areas across the country, you look at Kentucky, Mississippi, West Virginia, these are Republican-dominated places, and they have a lot of the same problems that the progressive cities do too, just in rural pockets. High rates of drug addiction, high rates of welfare, high rates of unemployment. So if we are going to advance as a country, I think we need to compare notes and work together as a team to say what solutions are truly going to benefit each area, and what can make a city a good, safe, and employable place to live no matter where it is in the country.
That sound good.
And right behind us, someone is lighting a pipe or something. It's just so open and blatant here.
I was out here on the streets from here, San Jose to Stockton, and I used to be one of these guys out here selling drugs, doing drugs. Yeah. So I was a part of this lifestyle for almost 20 years. I went in and out of prison for 5 times. I couldn't stay out of the street for more than 90 days. I would get out of prison, within 2-3 months, right back in, 5 times.
Is there a story from that time period that can give us an insight into what your life was like?
I grew up around drugs and gangs all my life. So when I was a little kid, I already knew I was going to end up in prison. For me, I was able to get out of it through a lot of pain, and I finally made a choice in prison to finally get out of it, and now I'm out almost 5 years clean.
Congratulations, brother.
And I ain't know San Francisco was
San
bad,
bro. Thank you.
Our area right here in Soma and the Tenderloin really has not changed too much at all. As you can see, we have a lot of children in this area that got to walk through this. This area of San Francisco with these buildings and complexes actually have the highest concentration of children in all of San Francisco. So it's just really frustrating to see that our area is being affected by the drugs and the homelessness the most. A lot of the businesses out here have been shut down. Everything in this radius, honestly, has been shut down. You see a lot of these black bags that these individuals are carrying around. Those black undiscreet bags come from this place called the Harm Reduction, the Needle Exchange down on 6th Street. I'll show you guys. They give out a lot of utensils and paraphernalia to drug addicts that are struggling. It doesn't really help them. It's actually enabling them and keeping them in this cycle of using.
Let's talk about the business of harm reduction. In 2023, over 800 people died from overdose in San Francisco, 80% of which involved fentanyl. One of the ways that people try and reduce this is harm reduction. Harm reduction is the providing of paraphernalia such as pipes, needles, and foil to addicts for the safer consumption of the drugs. Many people argue that while you are working on the larger issue of getting people out of addiction, you might as well work in the meantime on the task of giving them clean tools to prevent long-term negative effects such as HIV, hepatitis, and other diseases from being spread. Millions of dollars flow into San Francisco every year to help towards harm reduction. This spending allows the distribution of over 240,000 needles every month to drug addicts in San Francisco, or about 1 needle for every 3 residents in the city. The position of harm reduction is a controversial one. San Francisco Mayor London Breed was a longtime supporter of harm reduction, helping to launch the Safe Injection Task Force program in 2017. However, in February of this year, she reversed her position, saying that harm reduction was not reducing the harm, it was actually just making things far worse. Experts criticized this statement, saying that this was just a political move for the upcoming election, not a statement based in facts. But needless to say, drug addiction and homelessness are at the top of mind for San Francisco people as they head to the polls.
Honestly, what I've seen is a lot more younger, able-bodied individuals that are down here on the streets. I mean, these individuals could be working, they could be doing something, but they are being pacified by the government with $800 a month from general assistance, the ability to steal anything they want from the stores with no repercussions, and to open their drug market, which makes it ridiculous. You know, I was a criminal. I sold drugs, I used drugs. I'm what the courts call a career criminal. I've changed my life around, but I have been caught several times for selling cocaine and drug possession and different things of that nature with no consequences. There's no incentive to get right and change your life. It's a beautiful thing when you can change your life around until you really get sober. And now, I don't believe, don't get me wrong, I don't believe in mass incarceration. I don't think people should have to go to prison to get clean off drugs. However, a 90-day detox is not too much to ask. If you're trying to get sober yourself, do not come to San Francisco. Listen to me, do not come to San Francisco if you're trying to get sober. These programs are riddled with too many obstacles for you. It's going to be really a struggle to stay clean. When the federal judge told me I shouldn't come back to San Francisco, when my federal PO told me I shouldn't come back to San Francisco, when the drug counselors told me I shouldn't come back to San Francisco, I didn't really understand why they were saying that, but now I do see why. You got to have a lot of tenacity to hold on to your sobriety in this area.
Hey fellas, is there a harm reduction site up here?
They give the needles and the tinfoil right on 6th Street, right?
I never been to that one.
Oh, okay, where do you go?
I go to 10th Street, but they give you like needles.
But like that tin foil?
They give you foil, pipes, and needles.
I guess the argument is giving them clean pipes and clean needles reduces the spread of diseases.
This comes from the Harm Reduction Center. This type of stuff is littered all over our city.
What is that?
These are individual cotton balls that they roll up from addicts so they can draw the drugs up through it and filter it.
Is the argument that it stops the spread of disease from dirty needles and all of that? That's what their justification is?
That is what their justification is. The Harm Reduction Center got started a long time ago. It was called the Needle Exchange. You give one dirty needle and you get one clean needle in exchange. The only thing logical about it is that they're getting funding. So the more stuff that they give away, the more they can ask for in their annual budget, right? Now that they're giving away all these materials, they can boast those numbers and inflate those numbers and say, hey, we gave away, I don't know, 3 million clean needles. But really what you did is you just gave a bunch of box of needles to individuals and then they ended up in the dumpster or wherever.
When people like Richie hear that their tax money is going towards drug addicts receiving free needles and pipes, it's easy to see why they're getting mad. We are living in a time when many Americans feel like they are barely able to make ends meet, but the taxes keep getting higher and the politicians we have locally and nationally have no accountability with our money. For example, it appears we don't have money to support our troops at home, but we do have money to send overseas to help other countries bomb men, women, and children to fuel wars we didn't want to be involved in the first place, and these decisions are being made by representatives that oftentimes have a financial interest in the war and are vested in stocks like Raytheon and Lockheed Martin. Homelessness, another example. It seems we don't have the money to solve this issue, but we do have the money to house illegal immigrants, give them hotel rooms, phones, groceries, and more. I guess the question that comes to mind is, why does it seem like non-Americans are being prioritized when it comes to spending American tax dollars? But how do we change this? If we don't pay our taxes, we go to jail. But if our politicians that are clearly insider trading and pretending to be public servants, if they can't account for the spending of our money, or if they go massively over budget, it's all good. They get to keep their job and keep their stock portfolio that is outperforming hedge funds. So this is a bit of a rant, but all this to say, even if the nonprofits are having good intentions, we are living in a time when people are particularly sensitive to how their tax money is spent.
But this is it right here, the Harm Reduction Center. You see, it was going to be closed November 14th to 17th. Well, you guys just missed it.
I'm 4 years old from San Francisco, born and raised in 83 and shit.
Struggling right now with addiction or what?
Struggling with a lot of things. I got a lot of shit on my plate. It ain't, you know, we can all handle this together and shit.
So when you go into this harm reduction site, do they give you help or do they just give you needles?
Well, they got a lot of shit here. They got needles.
Let me see those. What are those, the easy touch ones?
They got needles, they got pipes and shit. They got, you know, wipes and shit.
Next we meet Mr. Gao, a San Francisco restaurateur who has experienced a slew of break-ins and frequent vandalism to his restaurant. Unfortunately, this is something he's come to look at as just a cost of doing business in San Francisco.
Your parents came here from Vietnam, you were born in the Tenderloin, spent your first 8 years
in the Tenderloin is crazy.
And then,
no, so I came here when I was 13.
13?
Yeah.
So from 13 and then 8 years on, you lived in the Tenderloin.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I thought it was just okay because I didn't know anything better, right? You know, so that's all I know. I didn't know anything about the outside, you know, the outside world. I know the Tenderloin. I go after school program up in the Tenderloin at the Clyde Memorial. There's a building on Elder Street. That's where our homeless people are. So you have friends in Tenderloin. You just do a lot of things on Tenderloin, and you feel safe. You feel comfortable, but you go nowhere. So when I could be able to get out, I'm out.
How has you as a business owner been affected by the theft, the vandalism, the drugs in San Francisco?
We get like graffiti all the time when we're building this place, and then we get homeless people, and then get people breaking in, right?
Someone just broke your window the other day?
When something happened like this, I have no feeling. Like I feel like it's just normal to me right now. It's like somebody just breaking in, and we learn how to not put any money in a cashier, you know, like stuff like that. We just get used to it. Like become such an inconvenient thing for me, but it's happened that you expect it can happen.
Are you frustrated with how people are not held accountable? Because it seems like people can just get away with this and nothing happens to them.
That's what San Francisco is about, right? Public safety. We don't have the public safety right now, right?
Damn.
I mean, you come in.
Everybody say that.
Graffiti, they're just hanging out.
This is graffiti?
Yeah, this is so little. I mean, they would do the whole building, right? There's nothing we can do. We actually record.
Ain't no wrong with the
graffiti. We record them breaking in. But what can I do? You know, there's nothing we can do. Literally, there's nothing we can do.
Did that frustrate you?
Damn. Of course it's frustrating, man.
Do you expect more out of your city?
You better get a shot at that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Be someone that builds something, not destroys it. It's very easy to destroy things. You just kick things, you hit it with a hammer. Anyone can do that. A monkey could do that. But not anyone can build something. So be the person that builds something. There's a lot going on here. I think we gotta have empathy for what individuals are going through, but also you have to make rules of a society that make sense. And to me, a lot of what's going on in San Francisco just doesn't make sense.
Let's bring back some tough love, man, some abstinence-based treatment, and get people to be held accountable for their actions. That's all we asking.
And if everybody got a little compassion, like you said, empathy in their heart. Yeah, I mean, you ain't got to know somebody. You see them laying on the ground, might look like they overdosed or something. Give them a shake. I don't know, see if they're awake. If not, it's just little things.
Thank God for North. That's why I waited in that shit. Okay, man. That's probably gonna be it for me for the night. Shit, unless, let me see. Here.
And city police are on the lookout for several suspects following 5 shootings in the last week.
In the last few years.
We'll probably say that one for
And city police are on the lookout for several suspects.
I edit these videos, clips or whatever, man. Oh, appreciate y'all kicking it with me, man. I'm about to go at KO. Well, no, not KO right now, but I gotta edit some of this shit. And I'm a KO, man. Tap in the chat, bro. I'm gonna post up my NFL prop picks for tomorrow. Not for this weekend. Tomorrow, I'll post that shit for tomorrow. We're gonna have a good ass weekend this weekend. Make some more money on.